Hey guys, welcome to your love reading. Let's go ahead and jump on in. What messages do you have for the collective when it comes to love and romance? Strategizing. Okay, so one of the cards that I just saw when we were shuffling was breaking point and strategizing. So this person is definitely coming up with a plan right now. And they're thinking very, very hard on exactly what to offer you or making you an offer you are unable to refuse. This is somebody that wants to come forward and wants to ensure that their actions are now matched by their words are matching their actions. But they're taking this very seriously because for some of you, you may feel like you don't trust them. Or they're strategizing on there's something here about their friend's support that they're working on. So they could be working with a friend on exactly what to offer you. Or there's been a friend here that they've been talking to. In particular, if you and this person haven't been speaking. I feel like this is somebody that could have possibly tried to erase you. Somebody's going to get upset about that. But in the sense of when things are too intense, it's easier to try to ignore something and try to move on, to try to get you to forget, than it is to sit in that something your person is sitting in. And they could have felt very trapped by their circumstances where they didn't really know what to do. I mean, I really do think that this is somebody that 100% tried to move on, tried to forget you, tried to do everything in their power in order to stop this union from coming together. But the thing is you can't stop fate. This is somebody that's also realizing that it's always only been you. And this person loves you a lot. You could have also been somebody that was a very supportive friend with helping this person navigate certain things. And they could have even said to this friend how it's only been you. And in the past, the friend's advice could have been for this person to move on or to move forward. I'm not seeing anyone else, if that's what you're wondering. I love you more than I've ever found a way to say. So this is something that I feel like your person was in denial about. And I also get that there was a lot of jealousy in your situation or also in your connection. I'm going to say this and it may come off a bit rude. So, warning. But your person felt overwhelmed by the love. Like love became a burden to them. It was like one other thing that they had to deal with. So this person could have had a lot of things going on all at one time. They could have had their hand in multiple pots. They could have been very focused on their finances, their friends, their family, their kids, whatever it may be. And they were very overwhelmed. But also on the flip side, I think that you had burdens as well, but I just don't think maybe you talked about it or you expressed it in the same manner that this person did. You could have even let this person go or whoever, they could have got advice in the past by somebody that said that they needed to let you go. Let them go, not for you, your choice. This is somebody that was very angry, in particular if you and this person had certain differences. Not the right time. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like there's somebody here also that's relatively angry because they should have trusted their intuition and made a decision, but they didn't. It was just easier to deny something with this person, or it was easier for this person to deny a connection. Hold on. By the way, if you haven't already, please make sure you like the video and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. What was the energy of the friend's support here? The Moon and the Chariot and the Seven of Wands. So I feel like this is like they're giving us kind of like a briefing of what occurred in the past. There's somebody around your person who's known that your person has really been working on breaking free from certain cycles, certain behaviors, certain toxicity. And whoever this friend is, it could be platonic or non-platonic, a friend with benefits. They were secretly hiding that they were trying to block the ascension of your connection, Leo, Cancer, Pisces. But it was a lot of hidden energy. Why did they want to block it? Because again, remember the last couple of readings, we keep getting that somebody is angry. Everybody has a choice. You can wake up and you can be angry or you can be happy. Because the reality is happiness is only 20% dictated by our day. The other 80% is our mindset. So if you're not happy, you have to look at yourself in the way that you think. Because realistically, when you start being thankful for the things around you, you begin to realize how blessed you really are. Thank you for waking me up. Thank you for giving me 2 amazing dogs. Thank you for giving me and blessing me with essentially, 2 biological kids and then 2 more sons. Do you see what I'm saying? It's being thankful for what you have. Why were they trying to block it? They could have felt like you, for whatever the reasoning was, that it would be an ending for their friendship. Something about an ending of a friendship, or yeah, it's something about this person being divinely assisted from walking away from some type of group or some type of energy here. They also could have felt, though, like, let's play devil's advocate really quick. They could have been worried about losing their friend, but they also could have rationalized it by the fact that they were confused about your person being in an elusive state when it came to you. Not a lot of people get to experience real love. That's what a lot of people forget. So they felt like they were divinely contracted or divinely here to assist, to help this person move on from you. Because they could have even viewed you like a burden. For some of you, you may have a Jupiter in Pisces or a Sun in Pisces, because this is about you believing. You being confident, generous, being optimistic that any type of obstacles that were here were easily going to be dissolved. You also can be somebody that's very, very intuitive here, and you work very, very hard. And this is something where you could have even felt like there was a weird energy. But I feel like for a lot of you, you've taken it directly to source. You've taken it directly to God. And you're somebody that makes a lot of sacrifices. I'm saying that because it's coming in as like a Jupiter in Pisces. It's like when you're good to people, good comes back. Your person's also been fantasizing quite a bit about you, thinking about you. They're worried about you having a new person. They're also concerned about you losing hope about the situation. I feel like the friends were trying to say, like, look, you know, maybe the grass is greener on the other side and you just need to like leave it alone. But I also get that your person, I also get that either people were looking at you or watching you, and your person's at this breaking point. They could be having migraines or headaches. This is like a panic or a fear. It's like they're scared. There's anxiety here about this depression because they know that they have to make some type of decision, but they also know that they can't move on from you. So it's not as simplistic as their friends just saying, just get somebody new, because that's not your connection. That's why this person, they're in a place right now where they know that they need to come apologize. And this can be apologizing for something physically, apologizing for listening to the wrong people, because I don't get a negative energy from your person. But I do feel like the way that they viewed things with you, it's like their perception was very burdensome. But that's because of the additional stress and pressure from their friends strategizing. That could be why they kept you at a distance or why they didn't want to open up emotionally. Yeah, because I get that this person was relatively hard to read. But what you don't realize is that you've changed this person forever. And I do. I think that this person gave you mixed signals because they were in the process of trying to strategize on how to bring everything together. That's why they were hard to read. That's why they were hot. That's why they were cold. They didn't want to lose you, but they also weren't in a place because of everything that was going on to necessarily give you the offer that you desire or that you deserve. This is somebody that is having a hard time sleeping. They can work nights or the night shift, or this is somebody that's typically up late, just sitting there thinking about you. You could have walked away from this person also because nothing was making sense. And it was always almost this you first type of energy where you go first. And again, your person's love triangle could have been work. Or it could have been somebody at work, or you could be the person at work that they're interested in. For some of you, your person's love triangle is the fact that they were just, it's like their mistress is their work. It's like they fixate and focus on their finances. And it's like they find the pleasure within inside of you. This is also somebody that's really been working on apologizing for having trouble like choosing what they want. And again, for some of you, there definitely could be an additional energy here. But this person is like, can you give me one last chance? This is also an energy where it's like they don't want to mess this up. What do we need to understand? Can you show us, please? I'm letting you go so we can both move on. You could have said this, or your person could have said that. But the reality is, it's like they were waiting, or they felt like you would wait. Hold on. How does give me a second. I know this looks so hot mess. I apologize. For those of you that have OCD and like things perfectly straight like I do, I apologize. Because this is going to give me anxiety just looking at this hot stinking mess. Let's see. How would the collective feel about this move on energy? Divine intervention. And the 10 of Wands. And the Chariot. Okay, I like this with the Queen of Pentacles. So your person is moving on from the waiting game. And they're moving on from like this overthinking. It's driving them crazy. Why is it making them crazy? Because it's the Wheel of Fortune. It's what this person has been wanting or strategizing on for like the longest. I think that there's a lot of people that are overthinking things. If you want me to be honest with you, there's a lot of overthinking going on. People could have even been confused with why you waited for this person. Because whatever their friend's support was to block this person, because they needed time, it's like maybe this friend group was like, listen, before you jump in balls deep here, you need to take a pause and see if there's any better options. Whether that's because you guys are different, age difference, maybe you are the same gender. I don't know what it is, but they're beginning to realize that. I also feel like there was somebody that was strategizing on how to get you to move on, because they felt like if they kept you waiting, you would move on. But there's something here about enough is enough. Your person is so tired of overthinking things. And they've had a significant epiphany. I always say, hopefully at Tiffany's, about trusting their intuition and focusing on themselves. It's like they were clueless on what to eliminate in order to make a decision. And this person was like pretending to be happy and that everything was fine. Even the people around them may have not realized how big of a burden it was to keep everything separate. I didn't realize how empty I was until you left me. It's because this person loves you. I love you more than I've ever found a way to say. But enough is enough. It's something about enough is enough. What was their epiphany on this whoa. Stalking. Somebody's been watching you. Could be the friends. It could be this person. Your competition could have been stalking you. Competition with this person, whoever they're dealing with. The competition, like I said, sometimes could even be like a friend. One time I had a friend, we were friends for a really, really long time. But anytime I was single and they were married, everything was great. But the moment I got into a relationship, it's like our friendship would fall apart. And it was because she was angry about me dating somebody or being with somebody or getting married. It was like a me sharing time with other people that this person didn't like. That's why I feel like your person is getting ready to have this conversation about them proving it, because they understand that in order to forgive, for you to completely forgive them, they have to prove it. They have to prove that they've learned this life lesson. You're somebody that's 100% incomparable to this person. No one has ever made this person feel the way that you do. There could be 100 people, but they'll never equal one of you. It's also about like your voice haunting this person in the sense of they know that you've helped heal them in certain ways that maybe was extremely unexpected. And it's because it's true love. But I also feel like your person may have had an energy where it was like they were helpless. My hands are tied. I feel trapped. I can't move. It was a lot of, I can't do this. See, growing up in my house, we weren't allowed to use that word can't, because there's no reason why you cannot do something. If you want it, then figure it out. But there is commitment here and reconciliation. I do get, though, if you want me to be different, if you want me to be honest as well, though, there's a rebound here that's very angry, and they're angry at the differences. So this could be somebody that your person either talked to when you and them took a break. This is also somebody where if you do have differences religiously, culturally, whatever it may be, backgrounds, this is like angry. Like whoever, again, I keep getting like somebody that's very, very frustrated because they're not getting their way. They love you. And their goal is to reconciliate, and they're working up the courage to ask you out, to take you out somewhere. This could also be something that they're planning, because when they see you, all they see is commitment, but they know that they have to heal this. There's a component of them that they have to heal. And part of that may be divinely guided or assisted. What do we need to understand? What is the component about today's reading that you want the collective to completely process? King of Cups, emotionally intelligent. Your person holds their emotions in really well. But this is also somebody that's very emotionally intelligent, or they're becoming emotionally intelligent. Scorpio energy. This is a major transformation of this person's heart and also their soul. Because they want to take the lead here and be very devoted and be very faithful. In something that's being communicated. Gemini, Virgo energy. They may want to talk about their past with the strain of emotions that could be directly impacted by the devil, by a Capricorn or a father. Of the way that it's like they want to talk about the past with why they are the way that they are. But they are talking about you to their friends. They're talking about everything. About how you identify, about your physical appearance, your attitude, your temperament, your approach. They're talking to their friends about your, like, the way, why you are the way that you are. This is Aries energy as well. And this could be something that's been very hidden. So they could have been hiding the fact that it's always been you and only you. but that they also needed to work on how they communicated love, because this is also something that's been relatively hidden for a period of time. And it's the inner knowledge. It's the duality. For some of you, it's the duality of things. The duality of your day-to-day and the love that you give with the past. And the friendship, it's something here about this person is also trying to have a new approach to things. This also makes sense to me because I feel like in the past there was a lot of things that were kept secret, whether that's this person's emotions. I feel like they also had a very paranoid energy over communicating who you were for some reason. Like not exploiting, but it's like giving all the information on you. This could be because they felt like you were very special to them. You also have the Emperor here. What do we need to understand? The Hierophant. See, this is a divine partnership, but it's one that's a much elevated version. It's the High Priestess and the Emperor. That's like the Empress and the Emperor, but like stepped up a notch spiritually. See, this person didn't, I feel like your person, one, had significant restrictions because of their tradition. The way that they were raised, the advice, their culture, their spirituality. Because the thing about the High Priestess is the High Priestess isn't the Hierophant, but the Hierophant isn't the High Priestess. The High Priestess is expansive knowledge pertaining to what's been hidden with religion and also spirituality, where the Hierophant is more of a traditional base. And I feel like this person was trying to make everybody happy. They were also growing spiritually. There could have been somebody also doing spell work, which keeps coming up. That doesn't mean it's you, or this is somebody that's just very manipulative. Because I get that there's somebody here that's trying to silence something. Don't do something unless you can change, unless you're going to change the environment, change something. That could be this person's insight. There's something here about them having this third chakra awakening, this third eye awakening, where they could have been overly rational and had a lack of direction. Even some things that you communicated, it could have been confusing, but I also get that there was a level of paranoia with what they were seeing. Which is why they were waiting to communicate something about their status or about their home. They needed to have a level of enlightenment, or they were waiting for waiting to say something to their friends, to give them a new perspective of who you are, the knowledge. But I also feel like this person was overly rational because your values may be different, or it's viewed as different. But somebody here is making a sacrifice. This is something that they've been thinking about for a long time. This could have been somebody that was very stuck on the past or friends, or they had a really bad like past situation where maybe something significantly backfired on them. I just feel like also for some of you, if we're just taking it literally, it's like this person was waiting to like have you meet somebody or have somebody meet you or to talk about you. Because of your level of wisdom. Because their third eye saw the fact that whatever you were saying, it was coming from God. It was God's wisdom of the past. Of nostalgia. But this person needed time to pause. To have awareness. What did they see with this enlightenment? Pisces, Aquarius energy, Scorpio energy, Taurus energy. The strength. And the courage. And the patience. Of justice. Justice with the Six of Cups. The 31st may be significant. 45, 54. 611, 11-6, 62, 26, 21. It's a lot of threes, 333. There's something here about like a Holy Trinity. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, right? Some people say the Holy Trinity is like bell pepper, onion, and garlic, or bell pepper. What's a Holy Trinity? There's some Holy Trinity. I also feel like there's some level of justice coming. It's like they were waiting for justice. They could have been waiting for some type of court thing to go through. Something from their past to come back around. But this is in regards to their heart. The truth. It's like the strength to tell the truth. Truth about what? Their friendship or your friendship? She is clothed with dignity and strength, and she can laugh at the days to come. It's something about your inner strength with how you handle things that's justice for you. Inside of the friend group. Or some group. Your friends, their friends, family, whatever it may be. That's this significant Ace of Pentacles. Because again, there's this I'm sorry card. So somebody here feels like they need to apologize. Nine, 16 can be significant. 7, 9. 6, 9. 6, 6. Pick up sticks. Somebody feels like they need to apologize to you because they also could have strong-armed your person into waiting for a connection, for a romance. And there's also something here about who you are. You know, being a really good friend to them, being their best friend, being very positive. This is also about a person's heart plans his way, but the Lord determines his steps. So it's almost saying like, that's great about the grounding or the rooting, but at the same point in time, if you're not happy, then there's no point in having a significant amount of abundance. It doesn't matter if you're not happy. And I get that there was a lot of insecurity or a lot of fear in regards to this person's root, their roots. Why? Ace of Cups. Also, too, with Archangel Michael and Soul Family, this is somebody that just wanted to protect you also. Because this person could have had certain roots already established, but those roots, it's like they didn't understand how the roots connected to the third eye. How does the high priestess connect to the Hierophant? Something about this person not being able to say something. Let's get into your, I'm like really curious because this is very fascinating to me. I definitely feel like there's reconciliation coming 100%. So I don't think that that's something that necessarily you need to worry about, because I do. $525 may be significant. The 14th can be significant. The 4th, Aries, Scorpio energy. It's about their structure, something about the structure of something. Okay, so what I want to know is, one, what did this person have an epiphany on? Like, why all of a sudden is this person kind of like blown? I also want to know, what are they strategizing? And there's something here about forgiveness and the lesson. Some lesson is here. What lesson? I'm going to ask, what lesson was learned, or what lesson still needs to be learned? That way we can kind of figure out what the heck is going on. What is the collective's person? What's their, right on? Their overall energy is the solar plexus. I actually really like this. Because if your person had issues in the past asserting themselves, that's not the case anymore. There's something here about your person coming into control and being very self-confident about their own personal power. I feel like it's because of this lesson, though. So what lesson did they learn? I also get like this person is, whatever their lesson is, it's like they triggered this epiphany. There's something about you being left in the cold, or it's something about, I don't know why, but for some of you, this epiphany came when this person put themselves in your shoes. And they realized either why you were isolated by God, or how it felt to be alone. For some of you, you could have even been like the black sheep of the family, where you just didn't fit in. No matter where you were, you just didn't fit in. But there was somebody that said something that I saw on a podcast. I don't remember who said it though, so I apologize for not giving credit. But they said something like, the black sheep of the family, if they can fall down and keep getting up, that the black sheep of the family becomes the goat. Because their destiny was like forged, you know, like they marched ahead, and they were separated for a reason, because they had a different path than everybody else. I don't know why that's coming in, but it is. What were the friends in the past saying? I'm going to get what they're saying, past, current, and destruction. See, whoever their friend group could have been, they could have said like, if they were with you, that feeling trapped would be a destruction. And that they needed to wait. Something here about waiting. But that was also a sense of sabotage for money or greed to cause arguments. We're going to get more into this because I do feel that because you're somebody that could be the opposite. If this person is very buttoned up and follows all the rules, like you could be a rule breaker. I like rule breakers. And like your person felt the need to conform. Where for you, you could be very unconventional in how you handle things. Something about being different or a difference of opinion created issues. It's almost like that robot mentality where everybody has to think and feel exactly the same. And if you're not the same, then you're deemed wrong. But I don't feel like that's true here. I feel like this destruction, I also feel like could have been needed because what could have happened was the destruction of the friendship. That also could be an epiphany and a lesson that this person needed to be confident in how they felt in order to move forward. By the way, this is going to be on the extended. We have 4 more cards to pull. There will be a link up here. So click on the link. It will take you straight where you guys can purchase the extended. It's great if this reading resonates. I'm telling you, check out the extended. The extendeds are really, really, really good. Also, as well, I will be giving away the 5 free extendeds that will be released at 9:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the post, okay? So the community post, so check that out as well because it's 5 free. So everybody has a chance, first come, first serve. Once the 5 are utilized, there's no more. But every time I do a reading, there's always a post with funny memes and the free giveaways, okay? Let's keep going. What is this person, what can they not stop thinking about with the collective? Temperance. Making things right. Because, you know, Sagittarius is the only sign that's half human, half animal. So the logic and the instincts, it's like this person instinctively knowing what to do, but it's also transforming the patience. Fixating on the temperance. That's kind of interesting. What does this person see in the collective? What do they see when it comes to the collective? Purity, love, the Ace of Cups, self-love. Emotions. For those of you guys that know, like, have you ever woken up in the morning and the best thing that happens is that first sip of coffee? It's like all of a sudden you have that coffee, that tea, whatever, it hits your mouth and you're like, right on, now we can begin, right? It's like all of a sudden it like warms your soul. It's something about you like warming this person's soul. Making them extremely happy and content. What is this person? What is their, let me put this down. Hold on. We're going to do what are they strategizing also? Because I do feel like there's an offer or they're strategizing on how to connect everything. How to bring everything together. It's something about bringing everything together. They have all the pieces, they have the puzzle, and it's about bringing something together. Your person has been envisioning this for a while. They could have even been manifesting that you waited for them until they could connect everything. That could even be their higher self. And what is the collective, what can they expect that they don't see coming with this person? A Tower. There's something really crazy that's going to happen within the next 24 to 48 hours. So I'm really curious. I don't know if this is good or bad until we get into the extended. So this is interesting. Very, very interesting. And it's also something that's been hidden with this 12th house in the world. So whatever's been hidden is about to come out with this Tower. And it could be an action that they're strategizing. That's why everything I feel like kind of like fits the puzzle. All right. With that being said, I love you. Thank you for all of your love and support. It means the world to me. If you want to book a reading or you want to grab a tarot deck, all of that is available at the website in the description. For those of you guys that are coming over to the extended, let's roll extended gang. Click on the link in the comment section below and it will take you to the extended.